Oh, Bop It. That I
No,
oh my god, I haven't thought about
a ball
Bop It.
pit. A bop.
Oh, a ball pit. I think you said Bop It. I was like,
I
that's amazing.
did say bop it. I say
Okay.
ball for ball.
Yeah,
So
I
a
know.
ball pit.
But
Like my ball
ball
bag
pit.
is my ball bag. Welcome to episode 12 of the DRT show. So today we're talking about some delays, some new releases, some new updates and some new mods. Also raging about the Twisted Metal series, and are you sick of buying the same game over and over and over again? Because we sure are. Please stick around, let's get stuck into the episode.
Hello and welcome back to episode 12 of the DRT show, where I'm with my handsome companion, Graham!
Man's companion, what's his name?
Graham!
Graham.
No, it really
Graham
wasn't that.
James. Graham.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fucking fantastic. I can't complain.
How has your week been?
Then I get me
What's been
started on
going
my
on,
week.
buddy?
Married to the point. How's your week been? Here we have some rather stupendous news.
I do have some stupendous news, and I am apparently having trouble speaking today.
New dad brain. That's right.
I have new dad brain because my little baby girl was born. She was born on Friday the 11th of August. So I am in full dad mode and my brain has completely gone. So yeah, it's been a time, but I am here and I am excited to be doing this. So yeah.
This is a break.
This is a break, man. But yeah, the sleep
this,
deprivation is real.
I know the podcast is going to go shit very quickly.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will at all.
Because I think you're tired. I know I am tired. And for what we had planned to what we're doing is like much different. And I am very underprepared.
Listen, don't worry about it. We have got some exciting things to talk about, and you know, there's been some cool gaming news out there, so we got plenty to talk about. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So yeah, but what do you say? Should we just jump into it?
Fucking may as well, like.
So, right, I didn't actually see this tweet, but on the 8th of August, WrestleQuest put out a little tweet saying that Megacat Studios and Skybound Games announced that WrestleQuest will actually be delayed to the 22nd of August across all platforms. Why is this, Graham? Why is this?
Because do you know why it's because? Well, I'll tell you why it's because of why. Do you know why?
Go on.
Do you know what it is?
Go on.
Well, I'll tell you.
Do you know what it is?
So you know how Twitter's became X now? It's because they lost their Twitter account. And then they're like,
is
fuck.
That what it is?
Aye, because they couldn't find the app on their phone. They're like, where's Twitter? Where Twitter used to be, there's this weird X. And then they're like, I'm not clicking on that X, that looks dodgy as fuck. So then they uninstalled it, then they lost all their progress.
That's exactly what it was.
It's something like that, I'm sure.
What it was.
Having skimmed the article, I know it's something like that.
That's exactly why. No, what they said is basically that on one of the final checks, they discovered it was possible for all the players who will play this game to lose their saves. So they were like, whoop, we made a big whoopsie.
But listen though, was that not half the fun with all the old wrestling games? Was the fact that you could drop your cartridge and then you just lose all your save data and have to go back to the start. Surely it's a retro themed wrestling game. Surely that's going to be one of the inbuilt features. Like, you might lose your progress. You might not.
They just wanted to be really authentic. Is that what you're saying?
Alright. No, what I'm saying is when they found out that you could have lost it, like back in the day, you could have lost your save data. So now it's less authentic if they go back and fix it and make sure your save data is guaranteed. A retro feature is potentially losing your save data.
There you go. That's what it is. So yeah,
missed opportunity. WrestleQuest. I'm not buying, you know.
Yeah, I actually can't wait for this game. Have you seen this game?
You showed me this ages ago. Aye.
I'm sure I did, but baby brain. But yeah, no, honestly, this game looks incredible, and I cannot wait to check it out. And plus, it's an RPG, so that's always going to
on a site. Well, a relative note. I know it's not written here, but I'm reading loads of things saying that fucking AEW games all but did already. Like I said, that nowadays.
Is it?
Aye, that's just what I read. Like it could have just been one of these.
That's a game I have been playing.
Games, aye. But it's like we're saying, like with updates and stuff like that, they've got like no updates planned. Apparently, the online thing is bare bones. Like
I haven't played the online. I'm waiting for you to get it. You know.
Are you going to be waiting fucking ages for me to get
it? Well, I'm hoping that'll drop down in price so you can pick.
When it becomes one of these Amazon games for a tenner, I'll buy it then.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, that Outbound Ghost hasn't dropped in price again
Has it
since you bought it for a tenner. No, which I'm gutted about because I was like, that game looks cool. I want to buy it, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah.
It's a
We'll
shame
put
because
it
you
back
would have
up.
liked it. You really would have liked it.
I'm probably still gonna pull the trigger on it when I get paid. I know. But there we go. But you know what other game I'm looking forward to picking up and playing?
Tell me.
Sea of Stars.
What's that?
And this game is coming out very soon on the 29th of August. It's an RPG inspired by games like Breath of Fire and Chrono Trigger.
RPG.
And this
like a really protrusive,
really pro
ginger.
gamer game. Yes.
Really pro gamer game.
What do you say? A really protrusive,
Really protrusive
ginger. Graham,
Just saying,
you're
like,
a bad lad.
What
So
is
this
protrusive?
game,
Is protrusive even a word? Protrusive.
I
Protrusive is a word.
don't ask me to.
How do you spell
Listen, Graham,
protrusive?
Don't you dare try.
Oh, protrusive is a word. It means tending to protrude or project outwards, thrusting or propelling forward. There you go.
Man, I hope.
There's your DRT word of the day.
There you go. You're learning all the time with DRT. So anyway, this game is coming out very, very soon, and it looks absolutely amazing. The music for this game is incredible. The demo is out at the moment, but do you know what? It's basically they're saying that it's good to go on everything across the board. So if you get it on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox X, Series S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, it works phenomenally. They've also announced the prices that they're going to be putting out for it, and obviously it's a lower budget game, so they're not charging your extremely extortionate prices. You're doing it. So in the US it's $34.99. In the UK it's £29.50. Why not 30? I don't know, but whatever. £29.50. And over in your side of the pond, in the Europa, it is $33.99.
Is this digital prices or is this physical?
These are digital prices. There is apparently a physical version coming out, which I am waiting for, but I am excited to play this. And one of the great things about this is if you have PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass, it also comes out day one on there too. So there is absolutely zero reason why you shouldn't be checking this game out. It is absolutely incredible. From what I've seen of the demo, this is going to be a fun one, so make sure not to miss that one out. So yeah, are you going to be playing it, Grim?
Probably not.
Oh man, you should. You're a bad lad.
To be honest, like I said before, it doesn't look as I'd probably pick it up.
I forgot you
became like
sorry.
Enough.
I forgot, Graham. You don't like playing good games, do you? Of course.
No, I don't know.
Nah, that's what it is.
I don't like playing fucking good, long, story-based, lore-heavy games.
Nah,
I like playing like one-off games
DLCs.
in a series that didn't fucking tie in the slightest. But it's fine. No, I like playing shite games that didn't talk about or have backstory or anything. Nah, fuck that.
Aye, that's the way. No. Well, one of our favourite games, actually, the game that we do like to play together, is getting a rather big update, and that's Phasmophobia. Now, I didn't realise this was a thing, but they're calling this update Progression 2.0.
The biggest update ever.
Well, they're saying that this world premiere. So what they're saying is that this changes pretty much everything about Phasmophobia.
Like everything's getting reset, you know? Like everybody's level and everything's getting set back. To be fair, the last level system was an absolute fucking joke. Compared
it wasn't
how it was
best.
the first time was alright. It was basic, like you earn 100 thing a match and then you level up. Then it got really convoluted.
Yeah.
And now they're like, you know what?
They overcomplicated it.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone back to zero. Fuck your progress. Fuck the time you put into the game. Go fuck yourself. You're going back to zero and you have to start again.
You're absolutely right, and that's what they're saying. They're saying everyone's being pushed to Prestige 1, so you won't have to unlock maps or difficulty you just worked hard for in the previous versions of the game. Plus, you'll get a nifty little badge to mark where you were before the reset. The equipment's getting upgraded as well, and expanded. So you'll have 3 tiers across each equipment type, meaning the flashlight will unlock at tier 1 and then be upgraded to more advanced tier 3 flashlight as you move through the leveling system. They were also upgrading. Well, apparently, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Maybe it's just the same brightness, but it just gets bigger. It's
yeah,
like a wee handheld
you start with
one.
a little. Yeah, you get a little wee handheld one, and then like you go to the big tank boy, the one that you carry like a
Have you seen
briefcase.
this fucking military torch they've started selling now, which is like 10 million fucking lumens?
I have, yeah.
Oh my
it looks incredible.
God, like it's so strong it can apparently like burn stuff. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Did you just turn into a pyromaniac with a new LED
No, because
torch?
me and you have got like a common love in lighting, because it becomes like a dad thing where you love torches all of a sudden. Torches and screwdrivers.
You love torches, lights, anything that glows.
Aye.
Yeah, no, that's
torches and
true.
screwdrivers
Can't
are
deny
my true
that.
big fucking thing nowadays. But no, every time I see like a cool torch, I'm like, oh, James did like that.
And you are absolutely right. I probably would. Why haven't you sent me this torch?
Well, but like they were in the woods and switched it on, and it became like daytime.
That's amazing.
It's fucking
yeah, no, I want one. I want one, and I definitely will pick one up at some point.
But yes, the new Phasma update.
So yeah,
I'm actually looking forward to getting back into Phasma. I hope, I pray that they bring in like a 4v1 mode, so like somebody can play as the ghost.
Ooh.
That would be fucking unreal if they give the ghost just like some basic powers and just let the person haunt and whatever they like, whatever they want. Obviously, within the realms of like each kind of ghost having their own specific evidence, you need to kind of go and tandem with that. Like,
I completely agree.
But 4v1 would be fucking amazing.
Because
imagine just being an absolute cunt and just start haunting like every 2 seconds, just one constant hunt.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, I would just sit here for like an hour and not do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Just really meme people, like just do nothing for ages and then just go on a mad hunt.
Right.
I'm excited to check this out though, and obviously this is coming out on console as well very soon. So yeah, they've obviously decided that this is the way forward. So hopefully there won't be too many more drastic changes in this game, because they've changed it up. What is it, like twice now? So from when we very first started playing it, because that was one of the things we. I mean, Christ, yeah, we started playing this. What was it, like 3 years ago?
When it came out, like we were playing it when it came out, and then we were playing it for fucking ages, and then we took like a month off, and that month is when they decided to change everything, and then we went back, and everything was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, like what is this? When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Needlessly fucking complicated. It's like they got ice cream and fucking everything, and didn't tell us they were getting ice cream, and then we're like, why? We don't get ice cream.
Where's our ice cream? Yeah, exactly. Absolutely right. So, but no, I'm hoping that this is a good progression forward anyway. And yeah, it looks good. So, but yeah. So as for talking about bad games that you love to play, have you heard about this N64 Zelda mod
N64,
that someone's been working?
Who plays that?
So yeah, there is someone out there that is actually making an Ocarina of Time ROM hack that's intended to replicate the features in the game from the pre-release sort of trailers and things like that. So basically, they're fixing the problems that Nintendo did back in the N64 days.
Fixing one of the best-selling games in history. Somebody's coming along and fixing it.
Is it though?
Is
it?
It is. It legitimately is.
Yeah. So no, apparently.
Is it though? Is it really? Are you sure?
Is it really? Are you sure?
So basically, for a quick kind of overview, it looks like they're taking what was the original E3 footage with the designs and character models, and then just basically changing the game to look more like that.
Yeah. Is that something that excites you though? Because I thought about talking about this because
this doesn't excite me.
Terrible game.
What
terrible game? I know.
Fucking piece
terrible
of shit.
Game.
Fucking what's it? Zoldai.
Zoltar.
Like, imagine naming a game after Robin Williams' daughter. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, like,
who does that?
What a fucking anyway. No, what excites me most is there's been loads of stuff.
Super Nintendo Charmers.
Super Nintendo Charmers. Super Nintendo Charmers. What excites me more is when you see people who are doing this game in like Unreal Engine 4 and 5, and it looks fucking amazing. If they'd done that, That would be fucking phenomenal. Why they've no remastered, like, because they remastered Majora's Mask for the 3DS and they made it look fucking amazing, and they added loads of new features, and it looks fucking fantastic. Why this has been left on the shelf is beyond me. Like, I do not
Terrible
understand.
game. That's why. It's a
But
terrible
you
game.
keep saying that, but it really isn't.
I can't. I actually can't comment on that because I've not played the 64.
See, there you go. So shut your.
Oh no, tell a lie. Ocarina of Time. I did start the 3DS one.
Oh, you.
But then I was like, this game's crap. I'm.
So you started it. You played it for 10 minutes. Got your ass handed to you. Couldn't figure out how to get to the temple a bit, and then like, fuck this game. That's Final Fantasy.
I got annoyed. I went to some tree, got annoyed there.
I bet you didn't even get to the tree.
I did get to the tree.
You didn't even get to the
little
tree.
spider dropped down. I was like, oh, this is boring.
So you couldn't get past the spider, is it? The spider kept
That's
whipping
it.
you.
Yeah, the spider just
What's
kept
this
eating my
stupid
ass.
spider? Go away!
Oh, what sort of enemy
Fucking
is
game.
even a spider? Like, what is that even about? Who does that?
What is the point of spiders? I'm sure Final Fantasy doesn't have any spiders in it.
No, well, nah.
Listen, that's neither here nor there. Listen,
I don't know why you're picking up on specifics.
I am
This game's
almost
terrible.
certain that Final Fantasy has got some kind of octo-legged creatures in it. If it's no, then
You're
is it
an
even a game?
octo-legged creature. Leave my Final Fantasy alone, you.
There's one thing I want to talk about that's absolutely fucking garbage before we move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
and I was really looking forward to watching this, and it was absolute fucking garbage. So you know that
is there a new video up on Pornhub? Is there?
No, no, that's actually all right. This is the proper version.
This is all right. This is the proper.
The Rule 34 one, great. This one, shit.
The Rule 34.
All right. But you know the game Twisted Metal that came out on PlayStation 1, where the series started.
Ooh,
right?
yes.
So you know they've done a live action remake of Twisted Metal.
As a series. Have you watched it?
I have watched all of it.
Ooh,
1 word.
Is it good?
Garbage. 2 words. Hot garbage. 4 words. Fuck this. Hot garbage. It's fucking brutal.
Oh.
There's 10 episodes, and I'd say maybe 15 minutes of it is good. They take certain bits for source material. They bits are good, shockingly enough.
All right. Okay.
But they basically force these 2 characters on you who have got nothing to do with the series, nothing to do with the fucking, like, anything anywhere. The one character they've got a couple of characters in it who are relevant to the game. One of which is the main fucking clown guy. Like, he's like the main fucking focus, Sweet Tooth.
Okay.
He's in it, but he's only in it every now and again. And his parts are fucking amazing.
Are they?
Aye.
Okay.
Like, his bit.
So what you're saying is I've got to watch 10 episodes of this series to enjoy 15 minutes of it.
Aye. And even then,
I will do that for you.
And even
buddy.
then, hashtag spoiler. But the end is fucking horrendous. It is fucking so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable. There's parts of it that I liked, but then they're immediately fucking tarnished, and you're like, nah, fuck that, because they did it. Like, the episodes are like half an hour long, and there's loads of episodes where just nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens. It doesn't make the slightest licky fucking sense. Like, because I'll give you a brief synopsis there, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, go for it.
The lead character is meant to go on this run, right? To go to this city, like he goes for fucking, is it New Chicago or New San Francisco? He used to go from San Francisco to Chicago and back in 10 days, right? But there and back is meant to be treacherous as fuck. So you imagine, fuck, I've got 10 days to get there and back. And somehow he's got to go from San Francisco down to Las Vegas, which is where Sweet Tooth is. He's got to go from San Francisco to Las Vegas to go to Chicago, right?
As you do.
As you do.
Yes, that's what
I think this is the only way they could kind of shoehorn Sweet Tooth in, which I'm glad they did.
Okay.
If they just made a Sweet Tooth series, that'd have been fucking better. But no.
You'd have enjoyed that, wouldn't you?
Loads of the episodes are him just no giving a fuck about time. Nothing happens. Hanging about for fucking ages with his thumb up his arse. Absolutely fucking dick happening. And then the last episode, it's like, oh, there's like 2 hours left. And then suddenly you're like, oh shit, there's meant to be like a fucking time constraint. 8 episodes, nothing happens, no bothered about time, playing in a fucking Bop It, spoiler. No. But then the last episode is like
that I
ball.
Oh
No,
my god,
a
I haven't
ball,
thought about
a ball
Bop It.
pit. A bop.
Oh, a ball pit. I think you said Bop It. I was like, that's
I did say
amazing.
bop it. I say
Okay.
ball for ball.
Yeah,
So a
I
ball
know.
pit.
But
Like my
a
ball
ball
bag
pit.
is my ball bag.
Ball bag. I know
Ball
that, but
bag.
I thought you said Bop It, and I got excited.
I did say bop it, but it's a
They were
bop
playing
it
Bop
as in
It.
a ball pit. No, a bop it. No
Uh,
bop it.
I,
Bop it.
I haven't thought about that little toy.
This is going to be the
Sorry,
intro
you
for
probably
the
like
fucking...
set me off now.
Aye.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
What do you say, bop it? Anyway,
Bullet.
watch
Bop
it. But then I would recommend watching it, but then I go on high
will.
hopes because I was reading reviews and everybody was saying this is probably the best fucking video game adaptation, like including Last of Us. And I was like,
Yeah,
fuck, that's going to be
no.
good. And I saw I saw the trailer and I saw some of the footage for it. Some of the high octane footage is really fucking good, but some of it is thoroughly fucking disappointing. I actually think that's why I was sick, because I was fucking watching that fucking paley mess.
That's it. You just made
That's
really physically ill. Because they've also done a Gran Turismo game, film thing.
With fucking what's his face in it?
I'm not gonna lie, that looks awful.
I wouldn't be too fussed on that, to be honest.
Appealing. No, I mean I'm genuinely gonna watch it just to see, because it's one of those things. You know, it might be good. I have no clue. That the guy who plays Hopper from Stranger Things is in it as well. So I'm like, well,
get to the Hopper.
He wouldn't put it. Get to the Hopper. Hopefully he wouldn't put anything terrible out, because he's a really good actor.
Sure, he was in the new Hellboy, and that was fucking horrendous.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Sure, it's not up to him. It's not up to him how good or bad the movie is. Like, he's just acted in it.
This is true. But no, I keep getting adverts for it on my, like, you know, all the usual things that you get adverts on.
It looks like there's that kind of weird premise where people are like playing Gran Turismo to actually drive in real life or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. The story seems really jank, but I mean, I'll watch it for the sake of like checking it out, just so I know what I'm talking about with it. But at the same time, no, I don't have high hopes for that either. Like, why do they keep doing this to video game series? It's like, great, yeah, wicked, and then all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know if you saw the Uncharted movie.
Oh no,
like,
I didn't. No,
I didn't really enjoy that, if I'm truthfully honest with you. And I love Uncharted. I think it's a great series. But that particular movie was just...
I think
average.
I think they got casting wrong on that movie. Like, I like Tom Holland, I didn't mind them, but like they done like a fucking 19-year-old Nathan Drake. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, they should have put Mark Wahlberg in his place and then got somebody older than him then.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm going off on a little tangent here, but like...
That's all we've done.
It's one of those things where... What's that?
That's all we've done the last 10 minutes, talking about fucking torches and Twisted Metal.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. But I actually went back and watched GoldenEye the other day.
Oh, amazing.
I actually, do you know what? I forgot how good that movie was.
I think Pierce Brosnan's my favourite GoldenEye. I think he's, like, all his movies are the best ones. Like, Tomorrow Never Dies. It's amazing.
Do you know what? I got told off for saying that, but yeah, I completely agree with you. I think it's fantastic.
I think he's the best one nowadays. Like Daniel Craig's alright, but the movies he was in were shit. He was a good Bond, but the movies were shit. Whereas Pierce Brosnan ones, he was a good Pierce Brosnan.
Incredible, like, yeah. So I watched GoldenEye the other day just because it was on telly. It was on like ITV the other day, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And you know what? That's still a great movie.
Oh.
And I just thought, like, what? What? It's just like, what are they doing with this game? Like, I legit. With the movie, sorry, and it's like, obviously that's based on a video game, right?
Not
the other way around.
The video game came first.
Do you know what? The video game came out, and they were like, "We should make a movie of this.
This sounds
would be great.
A good idea. It's the same way with World Is Not Enough.
We should put it out on the N64. It'd be fantastic." Terrible system.
Amazing game. I don't know how that piece of shit made that fucking amazing game. Like, I don't know how
someone out there knows what they're doing.
That system managed to make the fucking staple FPS. But
I know.
Whatever. But nah,
whatever.
Fucking gold. You know what we need, mate, or who we need, mate? And this is going off on a tangent as well. I was watching fucking because I was laid up in bed yesterday. I was watching that fucking is it Army of the Dead? You know, the Zack Snyder zombie movie where they have to go into Las Vegas. I'm sure that's what it's called. Anyway,
my brain's blanking on that one. Sorry, buddy.
Batista's the main guy in it. I think.
Yes, yes, I know the game you're on about. Is that what it's called? Army of the Dead.
Something like that.
Right. Okay.
But we need more Dave Batista in our lives. But he's the fucking
100%.
We need to cut back on The Rock. I think he's done his time. He's
he
he's dead.
served
He's like
his
the safe
notice.
bet now.
Yeah,
Like he does all the family friends. He's
yeah,
back to that now. He's
yeah.
fuck him. I would need Batista. He needs to be in Gears of War. He needs to be fucking, what other good franchises are, I don't know, like fucking Liquid Snake or something like that. We need
Liquid
we need
Snake.
more of him in everything. Because
I'm surprised they haven't actually made a Metal Gear Solid movie. I was waiting for that.
it's probably in the works somewhere. Like,
Well, it's going to be the most convoluted thing ever if they do.
exactly.
It's all over the place,
right,
isn't it?
man. It's gonna be that. Trying to fucking amalgamate all of that. Jesus Christ.
I know, that's what I
fun.
mean. I don't know how that would even work, but there's some titles out there that I would like to see, like gaming wise, out there in the big wide world on the big screen. I think they could do it justice.
And
then you get belters like Mario. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
that was an amazing movie. So it's like I don't know. People need to think about what they're doing.
I think when people I think when they just sit down and try and make a good movie, rather than tick a load of fucking boxes. I think that's where everything's went to shit recently. Is like they're more worried about ticking boxes and representation. Whereas
you know what they
need
to? Do you know what they need a third movie of?
Tell me.
Doom.
They need the first good movie first, though. They've got Doom. They've got Doom, Anal Nation, and they need a third one to make. Oh man, no, they need to do a third one just to have a fucking god awful trilogy.
Absolutely. It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
I don't know how they can make it worse than the second one.
Well, do you know what? Actually, I watched that.
I'm sure they could think of it.
I did watch that, thinking like, "Oh my god, what have you done?"
Well, you watched Anal Nation.
I did literally watch Anal Nation, and the girl comes out and she spreads it. No, it just doesn't work.
Talking about protrusive, yeah.
Right, let's get back to it. So, one of the main topics I wanted to talk about here was from this little article here, which I found on Games Radar. So it says, it's a good day for PlayStation fans as a handful of delight PS1 classics landed on PS5 for a standalone purchase. So basically what they're saying is that Tekken 2, Mr. Driller, Ridge Racer 2, and Ridge Racer Type 4 are going to be coming out as standalone releases on the store or whatever it is. And yeah, I don't know. Like, this sort of set me off a little bit, if I'm truthfully honest with you. I was reading this and I was like, it's annoying because, like, I've bought Tekken 2, for example, digitally before. Ridge Racer Type 4 I've also got digitally. Now, I paid for that, whatever it was on that I paid for it on a PS4, I believe, or PS3. It might be in PS3, but it's annoying me because it's like we as consumers are now at a point where we are buying the same games over and over, and like, for example, like I've already purchased Tekken 2. I know I've got that on there. So it's like, why am I then having to pay for it again if I want it on the most recent console? And I know, obviously, like with your Switch, like, I mean, with your Wii U, did you buy games digitally on there? Can you access them on your Switch?
No.
No. It just really triggers me, and I just thought that'd be a nice little sort of discussion that we could have about this, because it's absolute nonsense, to be honest with you. Like, I find this is where, in my opinion, like, physical gaming will always like top trump, because once you buy that, you can play it. And like, granted, yes, all right, I can't put my PS2 disc into my PS5 and play it, but the options are still there to play it. But at least you have the physical game to be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's really getting annoying. Like, I think if you have bought that previously, I think you should be able to access it if it is then released on that system, like what they're doing there. I think,
like, the only kind of like pass on, I guess, I've had in the past was actually when I bought Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy VII on the PSP store. Like, I bought them digitally there, and then when I had the PSP Go, I could download them onto that. And I was only recently enough, when I got the Vita, I logged into the account and they were still there. So I saw still the PSP store. But like, say if it was like the Nintendo store online and all your purchases transferred over because it's all the same account, it'd be cool if it was like that. But like, is for like buying the same game over and over again, like Tekken 2 is going to be hard to go back to. I can't imagine anybody jumping for the new Tekken back to Tekken 2 for more than just to be like, oh, remember this, and then that like. I don't know. Did they say anything about the prices? Oh no, Tekken 2 is amazing. I didn't get me wrong. Tekken 2 is fantastic.
No. I mean, like I still play that now. Did they say anything about the prices?
Because if it was like things where it was like a $5, then the fact like the Quake 2 remake is like a $10, and it's got all this new stuff. That's indicative of what the pricing should be.
I agree. If they're gonna put it out at that price point, yeah, okay, fair enough.
But if these are just like ports, then because carrying a PlayStation 1 game over to modern console on modern TVs, they're either gonna have to letterbox it to fuck to make it look any kind of decent, or they're gonna have to try and upscale it in some.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't say anything about like any sort of upgrade or anything like that. But yeah. Like they were. I'm just reading here now. They're obviously you can get Tekken 2 and Ridge Racer through PS Plus if you do the tier 2. I think it is tier 2 subscription.
It says it's available now to buy. I don't know. Let's go see if I can find it.
I haven't. I should have probably gone on there and checked that out, to be honest with you. But no, like I say, it's just I just find it really annoying, and this is where like for me emulation kicks in.
Exactly.
And it's like
it says it's
okay.
It says it's a $10. It doesn't say it's upgraded or anyway. It just says it's
really a $10 just for the standalone games.
$10,
Disgusting. I'd rather go to CX and buy Tekken,
or even because
physically.
They're the same fucking shaped item you put in it, or just have you play the discs.
That would be good, honestly. Like I think that's
easier said than done.
That they should. I'm sure it is. Yeah, no, there's a lot of coding, there's a lot of messing about that they would need to do with that. But honestly, like, legitimately, it annoys me. And this is why I was saying, like, emulation is probably the best way. I'd rather go out. So, like, a little sneak peek for those of you that do watch the channel. It's coming up now that I'm going to be doing a video on a certain emulation handheld. And it's like, I'd rather pay 50 quid for that and have that preloaded with all my favorite games looking rather minty, than give PlayStation money or any, like, same with Nintendo though, like in some respects, unless there's a sort of reason to go down that road of like paying the extra money. Like they've done this to it, they've done that to it, they've added. So like, for example, if they said, oh yeah, Tekken 2, yeah, it's going to have online capabilities where you can play online with your mates. Fair enough. Do you know what? That's a fucking good time. That sounds like a good time. Graham, get on Tekken. Come on, let me beat your ass on that.
Well, it's like,
and then you destroy me.
It's like fucking RetroArch as well. Like, RetroArch has got the fucking built-in multiplayer.
Well, that's something that I'm still currently trying to figure out how that works, because I still really want to do that and jump online that way. Do you know what I mean? We could have a little mess about with all that kind of stuff. But that's what I'm saying. Emulation's getting so good now and clever, and like putting the things on there that people actually want to play. Do you know what I mean? And being like giving you other opportunities. And I think, I just think these companies need to really go back to the drawing board and think about what they're doing with all this sort of stuff. Because are you going to pay 10 quid to play Tekken 2?
No, not a chance.
No. I mean,
well, it's gone back to how the game's going to look. Like, because if you play on Duck or you play on fucking RetroArch, like, all the fucking inbuilt upscaling is on that. All the up-to-date anti-aliasing is on that. You can make the game look fucking brand new. If all that was going to be somehow implemented on a PlayStation 5 to make it look nicer, that's what it needs. That would be fantastic. Because if you try
not super hard.
No.
It's not super hard. And sorry to interrupt, but it's just like talking about PS1 games, Final Fantasy IX, there is a fantastic mod out there called the Maguri mod, right? And that upscales everything to HD. It's got rearranged versions of the soundtrack, so it's like more orchestral and sounds better, and they've done bits and pieces like that. They should be employing these guys to come and sort out a lot of these older titles, so if you do play it on there, it's all fixed, because like you said, what you're getting with these games is the bog standard letterbox boom This is what the PS1 looked like. Whereas a lot of people would be happy if you then jumped on. What was the game they did it with recently? Actually, thinking about it, was it Legend of Dragoon? That was meant to be like an upscale version and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't. I can't say actually. I've never really played. I haven't played it on there. I've been playing that on my PSP. But my point is that there are companies out there where you put them in. I tell you another one actually. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. Quake 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you seen the all the new additions to Quake 2?
I'm pretty sure I just mentioned Quake 2 like 5 minutes ago.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. But like, for example, it's just like, do you know what I mean? That's a good example of how to upgrade a game and get people to buy it, because it looks amazing. And that game's from 25, 26 years ago. Do you know what I mean? It looks incredible.
We're going back and like buying all these old games again. Like the big thing for me is obviously all the old Zelda games and all the old Nintendo games that mean something. But like, anytime like, so say when Majora's Mask came out and Ocarina of Time came out, that was them. When the GameCube came out, they brought out like Ocarina of Time but with Master's Quest, and then they brought out like, you know, like special physical things that you had. So then I'd rebuy them then. And then I did buy Majora's Mask. I can actually say I've completed Majora's Mask on like every console it's came out on. That's a fucking weird flex.
All right,
like,
nerd.
I know.
I was gonna say that's a fucking fucking nerd.
But literally everything that's came out on, I've completed it, because every console it's came out on, like, that's probably the one game that I've bought like over and over again. But like when it's came to the 3DS version, that's when it starts to get to like remake territory then. So then it is technically a different game. But any time I've bought a game a second time is usually because it's a physical edition or extra content. Like I wouldn't give Nintendo like 15 quid for just a port of N64 Majora's Mask. It would need to be like, I think their subscription models the better kind. The fact these are standalone, I think, why? I think that's needless. Like, I think that should be part of like the PS Plus fucking whatever subscription bullshit.
Well, it is. There are some you know, like
it shouldn't be like a standalone. Like if it's,
yeah,
if you didn't want a subscription, that's fine. Go on, and then it's a tenner. Like even then, I think 10 is fucking pushing it. Like, especially.
I think that's absurd. I'm sorry, I just do.
You should be sorry.
A €5 or below.
It should be $3.99. That's what it should be.
$3.99, yeah, absolutely.
No, it should be free, and they should be given to. They
should be giving
that's us money to fucking play it.
$3.99 is what I said. What did you say?
$3.99.
Yeah, $3.99.
Aye. So like, as it's free, and they give us 99 pence.
Yeah, that's right.
As long as we're on the same page. But I don't know. Like Tekken 2 would be the only one that would kind of make me.
It is. Yeah.
Like it is. I think Tekken 3 is the better one. Like I think Tekken 3 is the best one. Tekken 2 is good, but I think Tekken 3 is still the best.
I don't know. I do like Tekken 2. That was the one that I originally played. See, I think that's why I love Tekken 3, and I still play that one. But Tekken 2 is like,
actually, I think Tekken 3 was the main one I played with my brother.
There you go. Yeah, you was gonna go back to that.
I've always got to be fucking awkward.
So,
you know what? It's not even Tekken. It's Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is the best.
Do you know what? I until the PS2, I never actually checked that game out.
I didn't even think Soul Calibur even came out in the PlayStation 1. I didn't even know.
PS2. I'm talking about.
Oh,
that was a good game. I didn't check it out until PS2. So I don't know. Maybe.
But I don't know. Like for example, like when I got Tunic last week, I've been wanting to pick up that game for fucking ages.
Oh, you picked up Tunic, did you?
Tuna, and I put my sandwich. It wasn't a dolphin friendly though, so I bet I've eaten some dolphins. If I didn't eat any dolphins, I was going to be thoroughly upset. You could taste that dolphiny endangered species, you know.
Yeah. Oh, is that Fox Zelda clone game? Is it?
The Fox, basically, aye.
Fox.
Like what I'm saying is like if that was digital when it came out for like 30 quid.
Yeah.
Had I bought that when it came out, like I would have been alright buying the physical one then, because it came with like a load of cool stuff.
Yeah.
So like that would be the only kind of reason to make me buy it a second time. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. Hmm. I mean, people obviously they go out and they spend these sort of monies on big, games from back in the day, because like otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. There's a reason why they obviously have done this. Someone's gone, oh, mate, I'm not paying for your PS Plus, but give me that Tekken 2.
Aye.
They're gone, oh, all right.
But that's like the same with the PlayStation Store now, like with the fucking, the monthly games you get. They're either this price or for free. If you have the PlayStation Plus. I don't know. This could be them testing the waters for something, maybe. I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah.
It's a strange one. But I don't know. It could just be a precursor for something to come. It could just be them kind of being like, oh, let's see what happens when we put these games out.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but it's weird because, like you said, most people these days have got subscriptions to either like Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. So I don't know. That's what confuses me, because most people will already have access to like. So for example, like I said, with Tekken and Ridge Racer Type 4, they're on there, so they paywall behind the sort of subscriptions, but they're there. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like
I know Tekken 2 is good, but like they're no games that would pull me to buy them.
It's not like Symphony of the Night, although there is a standalone game for that as well.
Like even then, like it's never. I don't know if it's because these are these like first party PlayStation games. Possibly.
No, Tekken was Namco. Mr. Driller. Oh no, they're all Namco games. Actually, thinking about it.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I'm sure Mr. Driller is Namco. Hold on, I'm gonna have to fact check that now. But yeah, no, like I said,
but it'd be interesting, or
Namco
better if it just became like a amalgamation of all your accounts. So like, for example, how you can't log into your DVD account on your PC and the same one on your Xbox and the same one on your PlayStation. They're all standalone.
They need to work out on the fluidity of.
If they just figured out a way to amalgamate all the accounts. Because like I've got loads of stuff that I bought in the Wii shop. I've got loads of stuff I bought in the Wii U and the 3DS eShops.
This is what I'm saying. I think that's a jip. That you've gone out, you've bought them for yourself. Do you know what I mean? You bought them, they're yours until they take it away. But they're yours. And then it's like you want to play them on your Switch, and it's like, no, mate, jog on. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many times over the years have people bought like Mario 3, for example, on like the various different systems?
That's fair enough.
Physically, but
that's one game I forgot. I've bought that on fucking nearly everything. That's my favorite.
I think near enough everyone has. That's one of those games that people just keep going back to all the time. But like I say, don't get me wrong. There are some examples of like, so what was it they brought out on Wii U? Like they brought out the Wind Waker. Like I understand if you went out and bought that again and you had it on like the GameCube. Do you know what I mean? I'd understand that, because you want to play a more rezzed version. There's a value to it. You're not just buying the same game, making it look the way it did on the GameCube. They've upgraded the graphics and made it all whatever. Do you know what I mean? They've and this is what I'm saying. It just seems a bit cheap to me just to be like, chuck that on there. Don't worry.
It's a bit fucking snaky, like. Where they're like, oh look, here's this game, and it's just
and this is what I'm saying. It just seems a bit stupid to me, and like I really hope that they do start, getting these small little guys that are messing around with mods and different things like that on board, and get them to like revamp the games. I mean, it worked for Sonic.
Exactly. Yeah.
They did with what was it, Christian Whitehead and all that jazz. But that is what I think should happen, personally. I don't know about you, but that's what should be happening, because these guys are doing amazing mods. Do you know what I mean?
I'd love to see them open up games to mods. I don't know how they would manage it, because I remember Xbox done something similar to Skyrim, where like you could mod it then, but it was on like a different server. I don't know how. I don't know how it works, to be honest, but like I can only imagine.
I'm not the hacker, man.
I'm not the hacker, man. It's that my job. But like, if there's a way they could, have like a community-based portion of the eShop maybe, and then let people upload certain mods or whatever. I don't know. That's going to go into like security territory and stuff like that. I don't know how that's going to work, but
but anything can be dropped onto the eShop. it's like a mobile store at this point. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can get some absolute garbage on there. And this is what I mean. It's like, why not revamp that whole thing as well and make it a bit more friendly to the customer base? You know what I mean?
Are you talking about Nintendo specifically? Aye, 100%. They need to sort their fucking shit with their eShop.
Yeah,
because it's like going through a Google search, where you just like Google, and then just loads of shit comes up. It's just everything's kind of chucked at you at once. Where I think they need to have. But see, the thing is, like, I don't know if it's got like an algorithm based thing behind it or an AI thing behind it. Like, because there's very few like all the suggested games are like all their new games, like all the new things that have came out. So I don't know. I'd like because the way the Wii U eShop was, that was the best one for me because it was fast. It was a bit clunky with the layout, as in like each game had its own big thing. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be.
I will say, like, obviously when the Wii came out, like that was amazing the way they worked their the Wii store or whatever it was called. Like the shop for that, like it was incredible. And then like they obviously sorted out, did a better version with the Wii U, and then it's like they got to the Switch and they were like, don't worry about it.
Just gonna just shoved everything. It's like, there you go.
Chuck this HTML code in there, and that's fine. Job done.
But like that being said, like I said last time, like the reason like there's pros and cons for that kind of setup, and there's been games that I've bought that I would never have came across otherwise, because you go into like the current offers and there's like 1,500 fucking games. Like I usually just go.
Are you gonna sift through all those?
Like but if I'm looking for a specific game, I'll search for it. I wouldn't go into the e-store to scroll until I find it. Even on the PlayStation, I would always search for it. Like if I go on like the current offers thing and there's 1,500, I'm not gonna fucking go through all that shit. Like,
who does?
I usually go. There's like filters you can apply. That's like the discount amount. So like say it's like 90% or 80% or whatever. I usually go by that, and then see if like there's a game that was like used to be 40 quid is now like a $5. Then I'm like, oh, what's that game? Like that's what I do. But again, the amount of games that I've came across, like how you redeem your points and stuff like that, and you get your gold points and stuff like that. Like the amount of games that I've got, it's like, that's 89 pence. I'll get that. Fuck it, because I've got the coins. And it turns out to be a fucking banger. Like,
you've got that mad coin dollar. That's what you got. Got a mad coin, bro, in it. You got a mad coin.
But I don't know. I find it hard to justify. Is it in it, bruv? In it? I don't know. Is it?
In it, bruv. In it, gov. Yeah. All right, mate. Tuesday, innit?
Tuesday. I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
It's not.
It's
not.
It's hard to justify sometimes, especially that tenner. I wouldn't be chomping at the bit to get that for a tenner. If it was the original Tekken trilogy for a tenner, 100%. But I don't think you're getting your money's worth for a tenner for a PlayStation 2 game. That's had nothing done it. You can play it offline, no? So you don't need your PlayStation connected to the internet, which I suppose is a good thing. Just like your PlayStation isn't connected to the internet, so maybe that's gone back to the whole authenticity.
Or
thing.
I could just load it up on my Steam Deck and just play it that way. That's fine. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no. Like I said, I think it's a load of bull. But there we go. I think I'm ready to call it there, buddy. What do you reckon?
I am fine with
that. Yeah.
That was excellent stuff. That was 50 minutes of ranting about nothing.
I mean, hopefully everyone enjoyed. If you did, let us know down in the comments or whatever it is that you're checking this out on. Don't forget, we do have a Discord, and links will be in the description for that as well. If you want to come over and let us know what you think about this specific subject. My brain is not working. Go on, Graham, sign us off.
I've done Chris's N64 as well.
Oh yeah, how did you get on with that?
Overall, actually, all right. I had a bit of a weird fucking time with the USB-C mod in it for some reason. I don't know if it's because I done the Pico DVI mod in it and it was too much like a power draw or whatever. Like I just could not get the two of them fucking working. Then I had a whole fucking random thing going on with my power supplies and stuff like that. And the paint, I'm actually fucking surprised at myself how well I managed to paint it. Like
you're getting a bit of a pro at this. You should set up a shop.
I fucking should. Like, I can spray paint it red and black or black and red, and that's it.
Is it?
Then I come back with any other your random fucking.
What about if I just want black or I just want red?
No, let's be both.
All right. We'll figure.
That's how I hide my mistakes.
It's the perfect crime.
But I'll turn it well, and like I said, I've got my other project on the go that I'm currently planning. So that's got me kind of fired up for that.
Hyped.
But it's funny because there's a couple of things that I've done to Chris's that Chris is fine. There's a couple of things I've done to Chris's that I would change for future mods. But like I said to Chris, I'll change them for him when he comes back next time. There's a couple of wee bits.
See, look, when he's done the job, he's not done the job. He's ready to come back for more later on if you got any problems.
Fucking loads of stuff there. But I had a good laugh in it. But that's really, to be honest, like.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I've just been messing around with my little emulation machine. But there's going to be a video on that, so you'll see what I do.
My little emulation machine.
My little emulation machine. So yeah.
Good, man. Anything else?
Nah, I'd say that was it.
Happy
Thanks
days.
very much, everyone, for listening, and we'll catch you next week.